Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I just got this Masters of the Universe Deluxe King HISS, and I'm going to open it and review it and compare it to the original. So let's get started. I'm going to look at the packaging first. So he looks a lot like the original. I couldn't hardly tell them apart if I didn't know which one was which. So, but I do like the idea of switching out the arms instead of uncovering the backs of the arms, because that part is obviously different. So we'll look at that in a minute. So let's see. It's got his different head and arms you can swap out, and it's got his shield and staff. On the back side, it shows you how to swap them out. And then it shows the other ones coming out in this wave. We got Rat Lord and Cobra Khan. I did a review on Thunder Punch He-Man already. You can check that out. Got Snake Armor He-Man and Bolt Man. Then up here, we got the action scene. It says, freed from imprisonment, King Hiss leads the Snake Man to conquer Eternia. And a lot of times they kind of give a sneak peek at some other stuff coming in these artworks they do. And we got a Snake Tila back here. And there's a rumor, I think on somebody saw on deepdiscount.com or something like that, of a pre-order for her. So there's a rumor that they're coming out with the Snake Tila, so that's cool. I hope they do. It's got that scaly looking plastic pattern on the bubble and the Snake Man logo. Up here we got the Snake Man logo above the Masters of the Universe logo. Alright, so I'm going to open this. I'll do this off camera so you won't have to watch that for several minutes. Okay, so I got my bubble cut off here. It's already fallen out. I'll just lay it all out here and then we'll look at it. Alright, and we got our Heart of the Snake comic. And we got the little thing that comes with it that shows the pieces that's removable. This is the same one that came with the Thunder Punch He-Man. That one was damaged because it got glue on it, so this one looks in pretty good shape. Didn't have any trouble getting it out, so this will be my one I put in my collection because it's pretty good shape. And if you're interested, I'll read that through that at the end, let you see the details of that comic. Alright, so let's see how hard he is to pop out. Popped out pretty easy. Alright, so there he is. He's pretty cool looking. I like that you can turn his head, because you can't turn the original's head because it's part of that shell. So that makes him more posable. It's one good benefit of it not having the same features before. Oh, and this body shell is, I don't know if you can see that, it's soft plastic. It's not a hard shell like the old one. So that's pretty cool. It's actually flexible. Okay, so he has all the normal articulation for Origins figure. So let's just go ahead and check out his other parts here. We'll check him out with his staff and stuff first. So there he is holding his staff. And then he's got the shield that just kind of snaps on. These staffs never really did fit in their hands really good because of the way the snake curves around them. They look pretty close to the original staffs, I think. I'd have to get my old one out to look. So you can put him in some pretty good action poses. Alright, so let's change him out here and see what he looks like. It's got these little things like the breastplates and stuff have on them, little tabs. And oh, it goes over his head, so you got to pop his head off to get it off. That's different. It's actually one piece, whereas the original had that two-piece deal where you kind of had to snap it apart, and it wasn't that easy to do sometimes. And I have a feeling that probably caused it to break a lot of times, the little tabs. So it's a lot simpler to get this one off. There we go. These little tabs on the originals, I bet they are often broken because it's so hard to pull them off. So the original has more of a brown snake in it than this one. It's more yellow. The other thing about the original, his head always looked straight up. I guess that's the way they had to do it for the shell to go on correctly. But I always thought that looked weird because he always looked like he was looking straight up. All our pieces for original back here in the background. There's his arms. And the arms on the original, they just kind of went over the other. And when you try to move them, they'd either look weird on the back side or they'd fall off usually when you're trying to do anything. A lot of times these are missing on the old ones. So there's the original one. We'll put him here for comparison. You don't want to stand up. Now I take its armor off. Balance thing, armor not being there makes it won't fall over. There we go. All right, so this one, let's go ahead and pop his arms off. And we'll put new ones on. Oh yeah, he looks a lot better than the old one to me. I like that they did it the way they did it. It looks like he's got like sock puppet hands or something. Kind of. But it's all right. I like it. These are not bendable. Not like, bend them. You can bend them a little bit, but they go right back into place. Okay. So he can you can make him look straight up kind of if you want to. Not as much as that one. But I like that one better. I like the way that looks better. I guess technically you could put his armor back on him and the snake head. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah. So you got options. I think it's kind of neat. Couldn't do that with the old one. I like it. I think it's an improvement on the old one. See how good he stands up with the snake arms. He does pretty good. All right, so there he is. Take the armor off again, let you look at his detail underneath there. This is pretty much molded straight on, where the old one looked like it had more like snakes wrapping around because it wasn't connected into one piece. So that part's a little different. I think overall it's better. He looks bigger. This one always looked so small when you took the armor off, and this one still looks pretty big and sinister after you swap him out. So I think it's a big improvement. All right, let's look at that comic book, and we'll see what all it has. Since I didn't read it in the last one, I just kind of showed it briefly. All right, this comic's called Heart of the Snake. starts out with Zoar, the falcon that the sorceress turns into. Across the burned surface of the brightest star, the ghost of a falcon soars, commanded by an unknown voice. Fly, little bird, fly to the southernmost hemisphere, to the brightest point of this flaming sun. There you shall find it. Thank you, sorceress. Your talents for astral projection are quite useful. Why fight your abilities when I can command them? How I have craved this relic. All before me shall be turned into my snake slaves, beginning with you, sorceress. Not on my watch, you slithering creep. Sorceress, you must break the serpent's spell. Thunder Punch He-Man comes riding in with neck and neck on the Ground Ripper, used to be called the Road Ripper. How many times must you thwart me? As many as it takes. You used that evil relic once to turn all Eternians into your servants. It looks like Snake Tila there. I thought that blasted ring was destroyed when I heaved it into the sun. There's much you don't know, you ignorant fool. I know bad breath when I smell it. Less small talk, more roadkill. You are now mine. No. This ends here. Gives him a thunder punch. Thanks for that. I hate snakes. Bow before me, slaves. Your cheap tricks fooled us once. They will not work again. Insolent fool. At your service. Another thunder punch. You knocked him right out of his snake armor. Look at that. Where did he go? Slithering away like the snake that he is. And what about the cursed relic? I will cast it into the farthest reaches, into the burning heart of the farthest star. Its destination will become a forgotten secret along with the other untold mysteries of Grayskull. Okay, then on the back it's got the same ones that's on the back of that card we looked at. So I just kind of flipped through this before I didn't read it, so I thought that was Ratlor. Well, I flipped through it before, but it's actually he turned Mechanic into a snake, and then He-Man thunder punched him back to normal, I guess. So I was wrong about Ratlor being in it. It kind of looks like Rattler, though. The neck being long and all that. All right. Well, thanks for watching this review. I hope you found it insightful or whatever. And, please give it a like if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel. Check out our other videos. And thanks for watching.